everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Giants going up against the Broncos. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium to join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
The first Super Bowl of a new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll set up to throw. Finding time. Great. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the chips are down. This guy plays at a big level.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Wilson to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Will complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They run again with Ware. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And the catch made by Leonte Carroo. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now, this works, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run it here. Ware. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So on 4th down, Gary Kubiak will send in the field goal unit here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3-and-out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3-and-out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. So 1 quarter down here in the Super Bowl. It's a 3-point game here early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. One receiver left is Hilton. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the run, it's Ware. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going deep here for Landry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
We focus our attention now on the Broncos defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals. Being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's got time. And this is caught. It's Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. Play clock winding down. Here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make it 6-0. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos offense now gets to. And they had 3 points last time because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just get happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him about
that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Illegal forward pass. Offense. Penalty is declined.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Over the middle, able to find Carew. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Time to step aside. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now out come the Giants. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And on 2nd and 10 now. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
The lone receiver right is Cooper. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos did not play a clean first half. The Giants forced turnovers. With that being said, the Super Bowl is still very much in doubt here. We've got ourselves a game. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Broncos on 2nd and 7. Wilson's going to complete the pass from the gun. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 23-yard line. Broncos end up throwing a pick to win the drive. Now 1st and 10. Wilson's on point with the throw, and he'll be tackled at their own 39-yard line. That'll do it for our final halftime show of the year. One half remains in this Super Bowl. To bring it to you, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Time running out here on the play clock. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up a 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Landry now on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. This one's simple. What a catch, especially tapping and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Wilson. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 62 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Wilson, and that's caught by Landry for a Bronco touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here's Pat McAfee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. They're hoping to keep this margin right where it is, trailing third quarter. Don't want to get down anymore.
You're exactly right. They're in no position to give up any more points. They have to keep it in a spot where if their offense does catch a spark and get hot, they've got a chance to come back and win this game.
I guess the word manageable, you always want to keep it manageable, right?
Make sure that the game doesn't get away, and mentally you look up at the scoreboard and say, there's no chance of us coming back.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Giants ready to come out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Surveying the field. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete to Hilton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. One receiver left is Hilton. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Stephon Tuitt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Looks like the deep. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Offense.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll look to throw again. Can't find anyone open. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. He finds Humphries. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Adam Humphries from 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. You know, it's interesting. There was not an onside kick recovered the first 7 weeks in 2015. Teams were 0 of 24, Charles, to start the year. Has it gotten harder to recover these onside kicks?
I don't think it's gotten harder, but when you cite stats such as 0 for 24,
that's staggering.
That keeps people from trying it at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.